One is dying. We still
Oh, I know what we have to do. But everybody put their shoes in. Let's take a picture. We have to put your shoes in. Okay, ready?
So right now we're in Springfield.
Hey guys, bring the volume down now.
What the heck? It's
upside
down. I'm literally recording.
Oh yeah, mine always gets upside down, so you have to do it like this.
Say hi to YouTube.
No!
Kids.
Hey Manuel, bring the volume down now. Thank you.
Hi. I know. I knew that since a long time ago.
Hey, that's good.
My idea, say hi to YouTube.
Hello. I haven't posted in long.
I even say hi to YouTube.
You're not supposed to record like that. You're supposed to record like this. Girls, take a picture.
Everybody keep it down.
What? Oh, I gotta take a picture of that.
All right, Marsh Elementary, if you could come just a little bit closer up. Oh, you guys are fine. Just you in the back, come up a little bit closer to your classmates here.
Say hi to YouTube, Brian.
All right, if I could have everyone's attention, please. We'll get your tour started for you. Thanks for waiting for this 11:40 bus that was late. Now, after President Lincoln was assassinated, some of his friends formed what's called the National Lincoln Monument Association. They solicit both donation and design ideas to build a final resting place for the president. The winning design was submitted to them by Larkin Mead. He was a sculptor from Brattleboro, Vermont, and he and others put quite a bit of symbolism both outside and even inside the tomb. For instance, if you look on top of the tomb, you'll find an obelisk, which is 117 feet tall. There actually, though, is no significance with that height. The obelisk is simply an ancient symbol of the state and political leaders. So lots of ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans, if they were involved in government, had obelisks placed on top of their tomb. Just hold your questions to the end and I'll get to them. If you look in front of the obelisk, you'll find a statue of Lincoln, and he's actually 8 feet 6 inches tall in it. That, of course, is over 2 feet taller than he was in real life. If you look in the left hand of that statue, it's clutching a scroll, and that scroll is the Emancipation Proclamation that ended slavery. The right hand in the statue is holding a pen, symbolizes that Lincoln blotted out the stains of slavery on that document with just a stroke of his pen on it. Now the right hand holding the pen rests on top of a column. That column signifies the power that Lincoln had as President of the United States. If you look in front of the column, you'll find a wreath, which is a laurel wreath. Now in Greek and Roman culture, that laurel wreath was traditionally placed right on the head of a victor. It's actually down below to symbolize that the true victory of the Civil War is keeping that union of states together, not necessarily Abraham Lincoln as the winner of that war. Now if you look down underneath Lincoln's feet, you'll find a plaque with a modified coat of arms of the United States on it. In the eagle's mouth, it normally would be clutching an olive branch of peace. The olive branch of peace, though, was on the ground at the base of the shield, to symbolize that peace was offered to the southern states. However, peace was cast aside and that war did begin. Instead, you're going to find a broken chain in the eagle's mouth, and that's a symbol of the bounds of slavery being broken during the Civil War. Ringing the obelisk, we have 4 different groups of soldiers represented within the statues. There's only, the part of the metal that makes up the statues actually came from 65 bronze cannons that were melted down after the Civil War ends. The scenes that were depicted in those statues did occur in real life. In fact, Larkin Mead himself saw them occur when he was an illustrator for the magazine Harper's Weekly during the war. On the front, it's infantry and cavalry soldiers that are represented. If you folks happen to go to the back of the tomb, it's artillery and naval soldiers in those groupings. Now, if you look even lower down the base of the obelisk, you'll find the names and abbreviations of different states represented within the shields. There's only 37 states contained within the shields because that's how many states there were in 1874 when President Ulysses S. Grant dedicates the tomb. If you look in between the shields, you notice what appear to be links of a chain. It's a symbol of Lincoln keeping all the states bound together in one country, the United States, with that Union victory during the war. The plaque over the front door contains the words of the Gettysburg Address on it. This statue on the plaza is carved by Gutzen Borglum, the same person who carved Mount Rushmore if you've been there. And that is the famous statue that people rub Lincoln's nose for good luck. We actually, though, aren't going to rub the nose just yet. Like that other group, we're going to take you folks inside to tour the interior of the tomb. And no worries, once we're done inside, you guys can come out here and rub and polish that nose all you'd like. Does anyone, though, happen to have a question before we step inside the tomb? Yeah? That's correct. In November 7th of 1876, there was one attempt to try and steal President Lincoln's body. Now, what I would actually recommend is when you go into the burial chamber of the tomb, ask Lefty, who's back there, about that theft. He'll tell you the story back there because you'll actually be in the exact same spot where it did happen at. Any other questions?
No.
Yep.
How lucky can you get?
Well, we don't guarantee any luck, no lottery winnings or anything like that. It's just more of a story. What happened was in the 1940s, about 10 years after that statue had been installed, World War II soldiers would come to Lincoln's tomb and rub the nose for good luck. They were soldiers either from here or training here that hoped to return back from the war safely. So they kind of more joked probably than anything that rubbing the nose would give them that luck to come back. So it's just really a story. If you get good luck from it, then that's great. If not, don't be concerned. Any other questions? Yep.
Why is his nose good luck?
The nose is good luck because that's the part of the statue that people rub. When the soldiers and others started rubbing the nose, rubbing the statue, they picked the nose. So that's just where the story came from. You can rub the rest of Lincoln's face if you want, but it's really only the nose that supposedly gives you the luck.
Can we pick its boogers?
Any other questions?
Can we pick its boogers?
Well, you wouldn't be getting any boogers out, so I wouldn't recommend that. Unless All right, folks, if you could calm down again, if you have any other questions. All right, the next thing we need to do is anybody who's wearing a hat, we're going to ask you to take your hats off now.
Even Abraham Lincoln?
Even Lincoln, yeah, please keep your hat off inside the tomb out of respect. Let's head up the sidewalk inside.
Protect you, keep walking
So he's dead in there? Ronaldo, say hi to YouTube. Peace, y'all. Hello. Wait. Say to subscribe to your channel.
And subscribe to the channel Brianna Sotelo Cisneros, please. And if you do, thank you.
And Team Alessio, little chip ahoy, that's me. Bye. So right now we're going inside the tomb. It's stupid.
Gustavo, you have to pay more respect.
I don't. You know I don't. That's Yadira. Subscribe to my channel. They don't even know your channel.
Too bad.
What up? So say it out loud.
Yadira Reveles.
Team Alessio, not her. It better not be dark in there.
All right, Marsh, we're lining up on that side, so let's make a few lines over there.
So there's a tiny Lincoln. How much is
You guys
it?
need to keep on this way, Marsh. All right, we should not be talking inside the tomb, ladies.
Alright, so I'm in the video here.